Kelly Jorgensen, your personal trainer, yoga instructor, all the things. Just wanted to show you a little bit of a hip opening sequence of stretches that'll help to loosen up your hip joints and then provide some alleviation for some lower back pain that you might be experiencing too. A lot of times our lower back pain is actually a result of tight piriformis, tight TFL, and then tight hip flexors. So we always want to make sure those are kind of in alignment and within the proper length tension relationships, and then doing a couple of these stretches will help to support that. So all you need is really just some floor space. If you want a yoga mat, you're sure more than welcome to use that. I'm not going to be using that this morning because it's not necessary. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start just with our legs nice and straight, and then breathing upright, making sure that the spine is as straight and as elongated as possible, taking nice deep breaths, visualizing lengthening the spine as you inhale, and then exhaling, bringing the shoulders relaxed down, and then really seating our sits bones or our tailbone into the floor. And then breathing arms up overhead, and then slowly letting the arms fall forward towards the toes. This is going to help to prime and stretch out your hamstrings as well as your lower back to start. And again, if you need assistance, you can put a pillow on top of your shins or yoga block to help reach down towards. And then the goal is to not bend the spine to get length. It's to have a nice flat torso and then bringing and folding. And then you'll feel this definitely within the back of your legs. And then the next one we're going to show you is to bend in that right leg, so the right palm of the foot integrating into the left thigh. And then again, nice flat back and slowly bending forward towards your left foot. And again, the distance that you bend forward is not what matters. What matters is that you have the proper form and you're feeling this stretch. You'll feel it stretch down into your back as well as your leg. And then you'll want to switch it out, placing the palm of your foot onto the other side, breathing up, straightening up, and then forward folding and stretching down. And again, I'm showing this a little bit quicker, but definitely take your time, the 30 seconds per side each stretch, and really breathe and focus on letting your breath release the tension as you exhale. And then bringing the palms of the feet together and then letting the knees splay out. This is a really good hip opener right here. And again, you don't want to curve the spine towards, you want to stay upright and erect and let the knees fall out to the side. And then we're going to bend our right leg on the bottom, bending the left knee up top, hugging the left knee towards the chest and holding. And then if it's comfortable, you can use your right hand to support behind and turn over the right shoulder for a little bit of a spinal twist. And again, the other side, sitting upright, letting the left hand support, and then coming in for a spinal twist. And then folding the legs into easy pose here. If you're able to, placing one foot on top of the other, and then slowly exhaling, folding the body forward, and then maintaining the connection with the tailbone in the floor. And you'll hold that for 30 seconds. And then switching out, alternating those feet. Inhaling nice and big, lengthening the spine. And exhaling, bringing into forward. And then what I like to do with this as well is I like to rotate in a circle with my hips to kind of help open up the hips, the whole range of motion in your lumbopelvic hip complex. So taking a deep breath, using the hands as leverage on your knees, and slowly bending the torso in a big circle all the way around, and keeping the spine as flat and straight as possible. And then if you do come across a point that's kind of a sticking point where it's not flowing through or it's just kind of stuck, holding in that space, taking 3 to 5 nice big deep breaths. And then rotating and continuing on throughout. And then you switch and do this for each of the sides. And then what I like to do, since your sacroiliac joint is in the back connected with our lats, we like to stretch the lats as well. So placing the right hand on the floor, breathing up and in, and reaching over to the left. And again, holding for 30 seconds. Big breath in, and to the right. And then another one I like to do is on the floor, is coming all the way down on our backs, making sure that our lower back is pressed into the floor, making connection. And then if you need to rotate the hips to do so, bracing the core, feel free to do so. Bringing that right ankle crossed over that left thigh, and then slowly bringing that left thigh towards the chest. You'll feel the stretch into that piriformis is where we really want to focus on and get. And then if you want to make a little bit more of a stretch, you're more than welcome to elevate and lift your left leg up, and maybe even possibly reach up for that left leg in time, and then it'll give a little bit more of a stretch on the back side of your left foot as well. And again, you would want to switch out those feet. So perhaps just starting here first, and then maybe another 30 seconds, extending up towards your foot. Totally up to you and how your body feels and what it's wanting. And then what I like to do is a C-spine release after the end of all that. So simply you're going to balance on your tailbone, cross your ankles, placing the hands right underneath the knees. And then what I like to do, take a nice deep breath in and slowly round out the spine. And breathe in. And just let the body hold steady and release. And then come back up to center. So those are just a couple things to get you started on stretching out and opening up your hips. So very foundational based movement patterns, and you can do this quick short flow anytime that you have about 10 to 15 minutes. So hopefully this serves you for a quick little stretch to kind of open things up, especially in the morning before you get going with your day, and then in the evening after. It's a really good idea before you go to bed, just to keep everything nice and limber and loose and mobile. So hoping this helps you out. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. Let me know.